Day 113. Day 113. I put that shit up there twice. Let me edit that real quick. I don't know why it's up there twice. There we go. When men date younger, it's a problem. Remember, I said that. I said that this is a continuation from day 111. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's a continuation from day 111. And I'm going to show y'all a video. This is day 111's video.
Often I date younger men. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, but why? And I said, well...
Look, Michelle Obama, the person that all these women look up to, talking about, let's stop, several snaps on that and all of that, right? So that's that. But I'm going to go to something else as well.
Maybe because
We'll just play a little more of this.
I can.
Yes. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracee's.
It's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracy tale.
But
I'm sorry.
But one of the reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And so often, and it's not just that
She said, what is about? She want a partner. Then she proceeds to say that older guys, is toxic masculinity. That's why she can't date the older guys. When really all it is that she just likes getting, young meat. That's all. So now I'm gonna go to this next video. Now this is about Shannon Sharpe.
Y'all remember when?
Shout out to broken_traditions on Instagram. I'm using his video. We actually been IG followers for a minute, and he was supposed to come on here. I had asked him, but by the time I responded, it was too late. So, but we might do a collab later. But I'm gonna just play this video.
Monique was on Shannon Sharpe's show, basically saying that he need to settle down with a woman his age. Check this out.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime. Okay.
An old fat gal. That's what she said, right? To fix him some unhealthy ass food. That's what he need. That's crazy. Anyways, let me keep going.
And gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah. Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you.
Now, Monique is hilarious. Obviously, she's a comedian. But, it was just, this is what it is. Go get your older woman, right? But nobody's saying that if a man was to tell Tracee Ellis Ross that same thing, go get your older man, he would get dragged through the mud for saying that same thing. And it's just the hypocrisy. My fault. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And so this allegation that happened with Shannon Sharpe, basically I guess he had met this woman when she was 19, and they had been messing around for 2 years. They had been messing around for 2 years, and now his allegations, she's taken him to court. Let me see if I can read. Hold up, damn. I just had it pulled up. Damn, hold on. My fault, y'all. It erased. Shannon Sharpe. All right. So Shannon Sharp, former NFL star and podcast host. Let me blow this up on me. And where is it at? And podcast host is facing a civil lawsuit in Nevada alleging rape. Damn, yeah, I forgot I can't say that up here. But please, YouTube, I'm just reading this. Don't demonetize me for this. You know what I'm saying? But allegedly, that word, also assault, SA, right? Battery, harassment, and emotional distress. The accuser, referred to as Jane Doe, claims she met Sharp at a Los Angeles gym in 2023 when she was 19. Their relationship lasted nearly 2 years and is described as rocky and consensual at times, but she alleges multiple instances of non-consensual sex and controlling aggressive behavior. Jane Doe, hold up, the one that I read earlier, it actually said this person's name. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that. Damn, I just had it earlier, and it was saying the person's name and all of that stuff. It was in more detail, but basically, she is seeking $50 million in damages for assault, battery, and emotional distress. She said that at times that she didn't want to do anything, and he forced her and threatened her that he would hit her and all of these different things. Sharp has categorically denied all allegations, calling the lawsuit a shakedown, an attempt at extortion. He and his legal team assert the relationship was consensual, and Sharp has stated he will file a defamation countersuit against the accuser and her attorney. Sharp has also demanded the release of the full unedited sex tape referenced in the lawsuit, arguing that any edited clips would be misleading. No criminal charges have been filed. The matter is, this is the thing. To me, this is the thing that drives me crazy. In all of these things, it's always a lawsuit. That to me discredits the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I know people are gonna be mad at that, but if this person did something to you, why aren't you putting them in jail? Why is it always about the money? And it's always some guy who's rich. And then this was consensual at times. Even the person said it was consensual. The Jane Doe in this, right? Said it was consensual at times. Then she said it wasn't at times, right? But you're seeking money. She said that she was taken without her consent 3 times during their nearly 2-year relationship. So that's a little crazy, but yeah, at the end of the day, it is always about getting money. It's never about putting this person in jail. Send them to jail if you really want to hurt this person, or you want justice. But it's always about getting money, and I just never understood that. But yeah, the hypocrisy. Let's go to the comments. Matter of fact, I'm gonna finish this video.
Shit. So he thought I was gonna be scared. Yes, I'm talking, and I know an old gal. She'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora.
She gave Shannon Sharp some good game. Stop messing with these 26-year-old, 36-year-old. Get somebody your age. And
so that same game that she gave him, and she could be right. I'm not saying that she's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to understand that if somebody would have said that if it was a male, well, it was a male in that interview with Tracee Ellis Ross, but it was Michelle Obama there too. But if he'd have said, you need to get you a man your age, all hell would have broke loose.
It's unfortunate Shannon Sharp is going through this, but sometimes we need these cautionary tales on what it looks like not to be married, what it looked like still to be in the streets, what it looked like not to settle down. Yeah, we hear all the stories about, people having these situations and they lost whatever because they were with the wrong partner. But if you get yourself with the right partner, you would not be caught up in nothing like this.
The problem is finding the right partner. That is difficult, very difficult, very, very difficult, especially in these times. It is extremely difficult to find the right partner. So You know, sometimes it's, you know what, I'd rather just be in the streets. It is what it is. That's what Tracee Ellis Ross is doing. She's not doing anything different, talking about she want a partner. You don't want a partner. You're getting a whole bunch of young guys. They can't do anything for you besides knock it down right. That's the only thing they could do for you. They can't do anything else for you. They can't really provide you with any real substance, any guidance, any leadership, any provision. You've traveled a lot, I'm sure. You know, she has the money. She's traveled a lot. She's seen a lot. She's done a lot. She said in her video that she's, you know, well-rounded or something like that. So what are these young guys doing for you? Did you say you seek partnership? Partnership? How does that even look? What does partnership look like? Because most of the younger dudes you meet, unless they're an athlete, they're not going to have the money that she has. You feel what I'm saying? And they won't look. If they do look how she wants and they messing with her, it's usually because they don't have the money. Because if they did have the money, they wouldn't be seeking her. Why would they seek a woman that's 52 years old? If you younger, you in your 30s, mid 30s or whatever, and you're a male and you look good and you got money, you're not going to seek out a 52-year-old woman. Most of them probably still want to have kids. Why would they seek out a woman who can have kids? And if it is a couple that don't want kids, still they just take their chances with younger women not having kids than to say I want to be in a relationship, a full-blown relationship with a woman that's damn near 20 years my senior. It doesn't make any sense. I want to be married and spend the rest of my life with her. So she could do whatever she wants. Not saying she's wrong for it, but it's just if this happened in reverse, that's all. I was just trying to show y'all. When Shannon Sharpe did it, it's, oh, you need to get you a older woman and leave these young girls alone. And no one said anything to Monique. Because in all actuality, she's probably correct. You know what I mean? Shannon Sharpe is around the same age as Tracee Ellis Ross. Maybe they need to get with each other. But she Tracee Ellis Ross, Shannon Sharpe messing with the younger woman is being 19 years old. I mean, all she's ever really gonna be good for is having sex. She can't do anything for him in any type of way right besides that. But that's probably all he needs. But it's not gonna be no real genuine connection. He's old enough to be her grandfather. So and I'm sure Tracee Ellis Ross has probably messed with some guys who was in their 20s. You know what I mean? But the hypocrisy, I just wanted y'all to see that, how it goes. Till next time, peace.